I went deep into paywall subscription and upgrade screen design, and what I'm going to show you are the 6 main types and the psychology hiding in the UI that makes these so high converting and makes users want to sign up for your product. And watch through the video because I'm going to tell you how you can get the Figma file with all of these examples so you can learn from them and use them yourself. The first paywall is the access paywall. Now, this blocks a feature until the user upgrades, but the feature still appears obscured in the interface, so you kind of get a hint of what you're missing. This is Typeform's Insight dashboard. Users can see the basic analytics like views, submissions, completion rate, and time to complete, but when they reach question drop-off, this deeper behavioral insight, it's locked. And that detail is important because the real power of this pattern isn't the lock, it's the psychology behind it. The pattern works because of a principle called earned curiosity. The user already has data, they already see the dashboard working, the product reveals this deeper insight that's hiding in plain sight. And so the upgrade doesn't feel like buying something new, it just feels like unlocking this next layer of understanding. And so that's what you want to do for a UI pattern like this. You want to have a feature that's visible but blurred out, and a short explanation of what that insight reveals, and then how to unlock it. Really needs to align with the business model, as all of these do. It works really well for analytic and insight products, right? So basic metrics stay free, but then deeper insights you pay for. And the UX takeaway here is that the best access paywalls, they're not going to interrupt the product or the flow. They're going to live inside the experience exactly where that value should naturally appear. So it makes that upgrade feel like the next natural step. Now, one common mistake is locking the feature before the user understands why it actually matters. You got to give them something. You have to make it worth unlocking. Number 2, the free trial paywall. One of the most powerful tricks in subscription design is you don't ask people to pay at all. You ask them to try the product first. You're saying, experience this full thing for a while, see if you like it. Riverside here is an example. When a user tries to export a very high resolution video, a modal appears offering this 14-day pro trial. So you can still export that video and do everything you want to do, but not quite at that quality, or it might have a watermark. So the psychology behind this is that it really just removes that fear of commitment, because instead of evaluating price, you're evaluating for experience first. What this one does especially well in the UI is that it highlights the premium benefits, those 4K exports, studio quality sound, and ideally it's tied to when they actually try to take this action in the free trial. That's what makes it so powerful, because you already know that they want to do this, they're trying to do it, and so you can show them how they can easily unlock that. The business model alignment here is that it works really well when the product's value becomes obvious through usage. So video tools, design tools, AI platforms, they often rely on this model because once they experience that premium workflow, they're much more likely to want it. The UX takeaway here is that trial paywalls shift the conversation from pricing to experience. But a common mistake is that you offer a trial before the user really understands why that premium feature is important. Number 3 is the feature paywall. Sometimes products don't block the entire experience. They let you see that something actually exists there first, and then they charge you to unlock it. So that's kind of the idea behind the feature paywall. You might not unlock every single feature, but maybe most of it, and then you'd have a few things that are locked. Moonly is a meditation app, and this paywall highlights that premium experience up front. And when you get to that upgrade or unlock screen, it shows you the things that you could have. So calendar, affirmations, and then below it, 3 simple options: monthly, annually, lifetime access. The psychology behind this is really selling possibility. It's saying instead of the price, here's what you could unlock. And these feature icons really help a lot to give you a sense without actually showing you the thing itself. Now, with the business model, this works really well for content-driven or lifestyle apps where that value comes from a collection of experiences. So meditation apps, wellness apps, productivity tools, learning platforms, they often use this model because that subscription kind of unlocks this entire library of features. Make sure to avoid the common mistake of listing way too many features without explaining the value or the benefit behind them. Number 4, usage paywall. So some paywalls don't appear when you explore the product, product, they appear when you start succeeding with it. The moment when usage is growing is exactly when a usage paywall shows up. Now, we're seeing this a ton in AI products where credits and usage monitoring matter to the overall cost. So you might use this when a user reaches a limit of their current plan. So instead of like blocking features, you're really limiting capacity. So things like events, storage, messages, API calls, credits. When that limit gets close, you can prompt the user to upgrade. So the psychology behind this is the principle of growth momentum. The user's already getting value from the product, their usage is increasing, so the upgrade doesn't, feel out of the blue. It feels like they're just expanding the capacity to keep going. Now, this example here in the visitor's analytic dashboard, the users open their account, they can see their account billing, and it's showing the monthly versus annual billing toggle, discounted annual price, and that usage slider, which is really important because it helps you visualize how much you are using, how much you might use. And the UX takeaway here is that it really works the best when it's directly connected to real usage data. Triggering the paywall too early, not explaining or being transparent about usages and costs and how it's calculated, don't do any of that. As you can see, it really ties together the user research, what they need and want, and then tying that to what you see on the UI screen layout, and then how that connects to the business model. That's strategy, and that's what I teach in my product design course. You learn how to build things like this and how to build case studies with lots of proof and lots of impact and do that real work. So if you're interested in that, check out the link in the description and you can learn more about learning with me. Back to the paywalls, the upgrade performance paywall. So some paywalls don't stop you from using the product or the feature or toggle usage. It simply shows you or offers you a better version of it. In this Replit interface, the user sees a modal titled Unlock Replit's Full Potential, and it shows you two options inside of agent mode. You can have fast or you can have autonomous. So the pattern here is comparing current capabilities with upgraded capabilities. It's a clear explanation of this additional power or functionality and one simple upgrade action. Now this taps into the psychology of aspiration and mastery. The user is already building something. Now they're shown a more powerful version of the tool, saying you can do this faster, you can save more time, this can be even better. And in the business model, this really aligns well with things like developer tools, developer platforms, design tools, AI products, productivity software. It's when that user becomes more advanced and then they naturally want more power or control or speed. Now, never giving users a taste of what's possible or comparing or letting them know and giving them that desire to upgrade is a common mistake. So you really need to let them feel the speed and test drive it. Before I move on to the next one, leave me a comment and let me know if you want the Figma file. If you leave me a comment, I'll be able to keep track and post the link and share it with you. Now we've got Paywall 6, and that is the add-on paywall. Now this has another clever psychology trick in SaaS pricing. So instead of forcing the users to upgrade their entire plan or add more usage, sometimes you can just a la carte and buy one extra capability. And that's the idea behind the add-on paywall. This is Calendly's upgrade flow, and if the users already have their subscription configured, they can add seats, and it's all easy to just add on to your current plan. The psychology behind this is leveraging customization and control. That way users only feel like they're paying for what they need. This works really well for products like enterprise security features, integrations, extra storage, advanced analytics, compliance features. Instead of forcing everyone to go up into a higher tier, you can add these on. Zoom is an example that does this also. So the takeaway here is that it's really best when it solves a very specific problem for a subset of users and you already kind of know through behavior that they just need this one thing. But the common mistake here is when they don't understand why this isn't included. So being transparent about that is important. Okay, now I'm going to show you something really cool you can do with these examples in the Figma file that I'm going to share with you. You can see the file that I have here, and I've curated all of these from the sponsor of today's video, Mobbin. Mobbin is amazing. You all know that I rave about it all the time because it is the absolute must-have singular resource for all UX, UI, and product designers, and just, product companies in general, because it shows you all of these real working products so you can actually see what they're doing. So I put them in here with links so that you can actually view them and go through them. What's even cooler is you can click on this file inside of Figma right-click on any screen and send to Figma Make. And then it will create a version of this for you with your own design system if you have it all linked up together. It's going to make it really easy for you. So think through the psychology that I've laid out here and the UI mistakes and best practices, and go use these and convert users to your wonderful product. If you want a link to this, leave a comment. I'll share it with you, and make sure to check out Mobbin.